What's up, guys? So, I wanted to know, answer in the comments too, your rock bottom. Like, if you've struggled with drugs and alcohol, um, what was your rock bottom? What did it look like? Because it looks different for everybody, right? I've talked to people in the rooms that have sucked dick for heroin, you know, prostituted themselves, robbed stores, did prison time, the worst of the worst kind of stuff. That was their rock bottom, right? And I've ran into some people who simply their rock bottom was up here. Your rock bottom doesn't have to be a physical place. It could be a mental place. It's whatever. How do I put this? When you're experiencing so much misery where you just cannot take any more of it, that could be your rock bottom. I've had numerous rock bottoms. I mean, bad. The last one was pretty bad. I hit rock bottom way before I got sober, but I took a pickaxe and a shovel and I kept digging. And the worst part about it is I took my son with me. I had him to look after, and I knew I was descending into fucking madness and into a very, very dark place. Um, Dark, full of death and just destruction and misery. And I was charged with looking after him and taking care of him. And I justified it in my head that, you know what? This is okay. He's okay. He's fed. He goes to school. He he's okay, right? Some kids out there have it worse. That's how I justified it. Folks, I did fentanyl in front of my son. Um, but yet I would draw the line when it came to meth, right? How stupid. Um, for some reason, that just seemed dirtier and gross. Now, I'll explain why I ended up telling Blake that I was an addict. It wasn't because I wanted to be completely honest with him. I wanted to hide it from the world, right? It's a very shameful thing. Um, but the way I smoked it, if I wasn't shooting it, the way I would smoke it was with a dab bong, right? People that smoke THC dabs or whatever know what I'm talking about. The dab container, and you get the thing hot, and you know what I mean. And and his mother does dabs, or used to. I don't know. I haven't talked to her in forever. And my son was 15, 14, 15, right? And I didn't want him to get curious like I did at age 14 and grab my bong when I was gone, or if I nodded off and fell asleep before I locked it up, because I usually kept everything locked up in my safe. I didn't want him to come downstairs and get curious and try it and fucking die. So I had to come clean with him and tell him, look, buddy, this is not THC. This is fentanyl. He had no idea what that was. He knew it was a drug and he knew it was bad, but he didn't know how bad. I think then over time, he saw me falling asleep in weird places. I would black out. Here's something I did quite often. Right in front of him, I would be so high that I would go unconscious, like nod off mid walking even. There was one time I woke up, like I was standing up and like I blacked out and I woke up as my head is about this far from the counter. Boom! Bloody nose, blood coming out everywhere, just like that. Or I would be sitting down and I would do this so much. It was horrible in my shop as well. I would be sitting there doing whatever, doing work or on my phone, whatever. I would nod off as I'm sitting, and I would wake up as I'm falling over. And so I'd wake up and quickly panic and like do this dive and roll forward. You know how many things I broke? It would crash into. I had cuts, bruises, Um, it was bad, man. Um, I have passed out on the toilet for hours. I remember one time Blake came pounding on the bathroom at the tiny home, and he's like, "Dad, you okay? You've been in there for like 4 hours." And I wasn't even going to the bathroom. I was just in the bathroom hiding out doing my thing or whatever. And I exposed him to that. And I would justify and say I'm a good parent because he had everything he needed. Whether I had to beg, borrow, or steal. And 99% of the time, I stole what he needed. He started to become aware of that when I would come home with stuff without bags or receipts, or when I'd have no money, or when I would get arrested and have to go to court, and he'd find out. And God bless his heart, man. If I even brought home popsicles that were stolen, and he knew about it, he wouldn't eat the popsicles. He didn't want nothing to do with that. And every time I would leave, he would get so worried that I would go out and be stealing shit and get arrested and not come home to him. So every day for a 14 or 15-year-old kid, he had to worry every single day I left the house if I was going to, one, make it home that day, two, die that day, three, get arrested, and then what's he going to do, right? It was bad enough that when I went to detox the second time, I left him alone. And yeah, he was 15, and yeah, he was on a farm where there's people that know him that can look after him. But that does not make it okay. He's 15 years old. I had no business whatsoever leaving that boy home alone for 3 or 4 nights while I went to fucking detox. I should have been an adult and prepared something for him. So I guess my point is, folks, if you're an addict right now and you're using and you have kids, I could say it till I'm blue in the face. If you love your kids, get help immediately, or give your kid to somebody that can give them what you can't. Because I promise you, no kid is getting everything they need if they're living with addicted parents. 100%. I don't care how you spin it or justify it. Even if you make a shitload of money and they're well provided for financially, you're not giving them the emotional support that they need. Absolutely not. The times you got to sneak off. I mean, I know some of you are going to say, oh, that's not true, whatever, but bullshit, and you know it. And you're only lying to yourself. Get help for your kids. I know our kids won't keep us sober. My kids have never kept me sober. The only thing that's kept me sober is God. That's it. That's it. It has to be. I don't know what else could do it. It wasn't me. I didn't get myself sober. I didn't keep myself sober. If that was me and I had the willpower to do it, I would have done it fucking 20 years ago, 25 years ago. I don't have the willpower. Somebody upstairs is looking out for me. There's more for me on this earth. Like, my time here isn't done yet. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that feels like. I don't know when, but I know God's got a plan for me. I don't know what it is yet. More will be revealed as the days go. And the longer I stay sober and dedicate my time to helping other people. So there's that new app called Minnect, right? I'm on there as an addiction expert. And I've had this guy message me yesterday about 4 times, reaching out, saying, I need help. I'm a clinically diagnosed alcoholic. I desperately need help. He messages me like 3 more times, drunk. He said he's drunk as hell and he's wired and he's lit and this and that. He's in Honduras. He's a UK national. He must have got some sleep because he finally, I'm responding to the man, right? Finally, he responds back, and he told me, I asked him, what's your goal? Are you trying to get sober? Are you just, like, what is your goal here? And so he finally was sober and told me that he wants to get sober before he dies. He wants to drink like a gentleman, but he thinks that ship has sailed and it's impossible. So I had to explain to him the phenomenon of craving that we have as addicts and alcoholics. Once we put that drink or that substance into our body, we have no control afterwards how much we put into our body. We lose that. And if you're a real addict or real alcoholic like me, you don't have control or any say so in how much you put in your body. And you just want more and you want more and you want more. It's a never ending vicious fucking cycle. And it's crazy because now that I don't have it, I wish I could say that everything is hunky dory, but it's not, man. I'm missing something inside of me. I'm still that awkward little boy. I'm still that scared little boy. I'm still that low self-esteem, awkward, insecure fucking guy, you know? I don't know how to fill that hole. I've tried it with school. That helps a little bit, but there's something missing. And I don't know what it is. I can't seem to find the same excitement and joy that I used to get from drugs and alcohol. I'm looking everywhere for it. I don't know where to find it. And so if anybody has any advice or any tips, please let me know where to find it. I know I keep hearing Jesus and you know, I do have a higher power that I pray to, and maybe I should be more religious. Maybe I should try that route, because I see a lot of people go that route and they really find what seems to be peace and happiness. But I've also seen people that go that route that are hypocrites and that are rude and assholes and just, you know, yucky people. So, I don't know, y'all. If you've gotten sober and you've been in recovery, what did you do to fill that hole, if you filled it? What have you done to find that dopamine hit? You know, like vitamins, exercise, like, I don't know. Fill me in, folks. But I love you, and thank you for everything. I got the release forms for the A&E show, which is great. It looks like it's all fair. You know, they're going to use my footage and a release for my appearance, which is crazy. But I'm pretty stoked. I'll keep you guys updated as much as I can. Unfortunately, I have to keep my mouth shut on most of it or all of it, unless, aside from what's public already. I can't tell you what's going on behind the scenes. I can't tell you other people's stories. I have to kind of keep it, you know, a little bit. So, pay attention to the videos. I'll keep you posted on any cool shit that happens. And, things are looking up, though, I think. I don't know. I have some opportunities that, seem genuine, and I'm excited for them. And, I love you guys, and thank you for all your support. A few of you have really stood by me since day one, and I'll never forget that. You guys are amazing, and if nobody today has told you they love you, I love you.